What's going on, guys? NoobThePro here, and before we start the video, I just want to state that I am terrible at Fortnite. So please try to remember this is for educational purposes. No epic pure battles here. I'm even worse than those. Righto, let's get into the specs and settings. Today we're running an i5 2500 at 3.3 GHz, an EVGA GTX 1050 Ti, and 8GB of DDR3 RAM at 1333 MHz. I played the game on a mixture of high and medium settings. VSync and motion blur were both turned off, resolution set at 1080p, and the FPS limit at 120. I just want to say this now. Unfortunately, I won't be able to make any more videos with this PC. It just so happened that a friend needed me to fix his computer, and I had to test it. It's fixed now, so he took it back. With that said, if you do enjoy this video, please give it a like and share. It will help me out a lot. And if you want more content, be sure to subscribe. So let's get into the details. This little budget PC performed admirably, pumping out well above 60 FPS. Except that one clip where I left the FPS cap at 60. Whoops. I'll mention that this PC is refurbished Optiplex. Give them some more RAM, a decent power supply and graphics card and they go alright, get onto it. Anyway, Fortnite's performance relies a bit more heavily on your processor and RAM rather than your graphics card, so I thought it would be a good test for the i5 2500. The CPU held up fairly well, only reaching about 90% in action-packed situations. Fortnite utilizes all 4 cores, however the game doesn't do this well. A CPU with just 2 cores and a similar frequency should be sufficient to play Fortnite at 1080p when paired with a decent graphics card. If your PC only has 4GB of RAM, you may run into some difficulties. Fortnite consistently uses around 6GB of RAM at these settings, and so if you have less than 8GB, you will probably want to either upgrade or add more RAM modules. On the graphics card side, the GTX 1050 Ti had little trouble with Fortnite, only breaking a small sweat when there were a lot of effects to render at once. If you really want to max out your FPS, I recommend turning shadows off, unless you find shadows helpful, effects to low, and post-processing to low. Post-processing on low actually makes it clearer to see at distance and through scopes. If you've watched this far, thank you. Maybe watch another one? I'm going to try and stick to a schedule of sorts. I haven't really ironed it out yet, but hopefully at least a video a week. Also, be sure to check out my giveaway details at the end. I haven't really decided what the prize will be for that yet either, but I'm leaning towards Steam gift cards. Let me know what you think in the comments and leave any suggestions you have for future videos or feedback for this one. Thanks for watching.
I fix stuff. I tinker. Bypassing security ain't exactly my forte.